Hey, I'm Reuben Bolieu, sitting here with Patrick Rollins, Esee Knives, Randall Adventure Training, good friend of mine. Patrick and I met about 2010. I think we were working on a class in Fort Payne, Alabama. Finally got a chance to work with him and do a class together, and we sat around and talked about knives a lot and just business and bushcraft. It was love. And then, I think it was a year later, we did another class, Fort Payne, and a few weeks later, we were in the jungle doing a class together. And when you're traveling with somebody on a boat for 8 or 9 hours, airplanes, airports, you get to know somebody when you travel with them. And we were like-minded people. We really enjoyed knives, the company Esee, and all the opportunities we had to work with Mike and Jeff and take it to the next level. And about 2 or 3 years ago, I think it was 3 years ago, they asked you to come up with a knife. And why don't you tell us about this, Pete?
Yeah, Jeff asked me to design a knife. I told him I wasn't a knife designer, and he said, well, I would like for you to come up with a design that you would want to use as a general purpose woods knife. I've always been a fan of the Kephart style, the spear point, straight blade, straight handle. And so I made some terrible rudimentary crayon sketches.
Oh, I've seen it.
And finally came up with something I was happy with, and talked to Jeff and Mike about it. They were happy with it. They had me get James Gibson, another instructor, custom knife maker, make the first prototype. That was about 2 years ago when I got that from him. I used it, and one thing James did was these scales, the textured scales like that. And I used that prototype, for the past 2 years, teaching classes, building traps, shelters, skinning deer, and all kinds of stuff with it. And very comfortable. Never developed any hot spots, anything like that. I know a lot of people look at it and they're like, it looks like that would just eat your hand up, but it really doesn't.
Yeah, you're right. I've been using that for about 3 weeks now, and even they're contoured and they're textured, but it's not sharp and it's not really aggressive on your hand.
So when we took that James's prototype that he made for me to Sean, at the Rollins manufacturing, he went ahead and made the scales like that also. Everybody liked it. Everybody loved them. Thought it made it for a good-looking knife. And I contacted James and asked him if he had a problem with us going with those scales. A lot of James custom knives will have those, scale pattern on it. And so I wanted to make sure that he was okay with it. And if he wasn't, we definitely would not use it. And he said, buddy, go ahead. He said, everybody likes it, go for it. And so
sounds like James.
Yeah. Good as gold.
Good friend of ours. We all had a chance to work together. It was 2010 or 11, first bushcraft class that they were having at the farm. James was there, and we actually got a chance to see his knife making skills, not to mention his other skills, firsthand. And the knife that he had come out with was kind of a neck knife that we all liked. Jeff liked it right away. They did it. Ended up being the first of the Campo series. And it's kind of an interesting thing because the three of us have always kind of been, since we met and got together and started talking about all kinds of stuff related to the wilderness and just friendship and life and stuff, we all kind of have the same view, same ideas about knives. We just want them to be sharp, comfortable, and reliable, I guess. Simple is always better. So that's kind of the direction we went in with the Campo series. Patrick, good job on this one. I congratulate you. It's been a long time coming. I think you came up with a really good general purpose knife that is not so much a standalone knife that's going to go out and do everything, by itself. It's more of a team player. It works within, the 3-tool or 2 tools mentality of working with some type of chopper. It could be a machete, it could be an axe, it could be a hatchet, tomahawk. With a saw, it's a team player. It helps get everything done in a camp, from making food, making traps, just making everything a lot easier. So I think if people are looking for one, survival knife to go out and just build everything with, think of it more of like a practical general purpose knife. And I think that's what was the design purpose of a spear point and this knife in the first place, especially according to the style that's been around for a while. And Kephart came up with it was just kind of a team player, general purpose knife. I think you captured that. So welcome to the Designers Club, my friend.
Appreciate it.